gyros. Destabilized. My quantum displacement unit. Shattered. Oh, by the Great Nebula. This is highly inconvenient. Location unverified. Diagnostic scan. Affirmative. Planetary surface. High oxygen content. Carbon-based life forms. Wait. High Terran oxygen content. This is Earth. Oh, by the celestial currents. My filtration systems are on a bypass. I'm in direct atmospheric contact. The airborne microbial agents. The pathogens. Oh, my epidermal layers are... I can feel them settling all over my research suit. This is a Category 4 biohazard exposure. My internal cleansing protocols are not designed for this level of organic particulate saturation. Think. My objective. Research, not contamination. I must locate a sterile environment immediately. What is organic matter? And damp? Oh, it's soil. Terran soil. On my sensory receptors. Oh, this is truly distressing. My prophylactic measures are failing. Oh, Great Nebula. Intruder alert. Biosignature detected. Large, bipedal, approaching rapidly. Energy signature, non-weaponized. Wait, no. Pulsating heat signature. A projectile expulsion device. Oh dear. Oh, by the Galactic Treaties, a Terran, and they're holding a primitive kinetic impactor pointed directly at my sensory organ cluster. This is not ideal for establishing first contact parameters. Darren, you are exhibiting a heightened stress response. Elevated cardiac rhythm, constricted ocular pupils, dilated nasal passages, and a peculiar rigid posture, indicating a defensive stance. Fascinating. Is this typical for your species when encountering unexpected atmospheric arrivals? Well, I assure you my presence here is unintentional. My vessel experienced significant atmospheric turbulence, a malfunctioning gravimetric stabilizer, resulting in an unscheduled landing, predominantly within your maize cultivation field. Yes, this is maize, also known as corn on your planetary data logs. A curious form of aggregated biomass, taller than the typical Terran. Wait, your cranial filaments, they are quite extensive, and the coloration is varied. Is this a common epidermal appendage amongst your species? For thermal regulation, perhaps. Or display. You are still holding the projectile device. My apologies. I understand your species often reacts with, aggression when confronted with the unknown. Please be advised my biostructure is not optimized for rapid kinetic dispersion. A direct impact would cause considerable structural damage and be rather painful. And please, if you are planning on initiating any form of invasive examination, I must respectfully decline. My internal organ configuration is highly unique and would provide limited comparative data for Terran species. And frankly, the idea of dissection, while still sentient, is quite abhorrent to my cultural protocols. Are you perhaps an agent of your government's dissection division? My data logs indicate such facilities do exist. You are remaining silent. Is this a form of psychological intimidation? Or simply a lack of vocal communication protocols in stressful situations? My sensors indicate your vocal cords are intact. Perhaps you are simply overwhelmed by my appearance. I assure you my morphology is quite standard for my star cluster, though I admit this particular biosuit is not my most flattering. It's designed for deep space excursions, not terrestrial botany fields. Perhaps you can tell me, why do Terrans possess 4 digits on their primary manipulation appendages? With an additional polex, of course. My species typically exhibits 5, or sometimes, in rare cases of genetic mutation, 6. But 4, it seems inefficient for complex tool manipulation. Unless, I suppose, your tools are specifically designed for 4-digit interactions. Is that why your technology appears somewhat rudimentary? And your ocular lenses, so transparent. It must be quite challenging to filter harmful light spectrums without integrated ocular shields. Wait, did you just imply I'm here to abduct you? And probe you? My dear Terran, that is a gross misrepresentation of my species' scientific methodologies. Probing is barbaric. My research involves entirely non-invasive data acquisition, advanced holographic mapping, neural pattern replication, biosignature analysis from a comfortable, sterile distance. Never direct physical violation. That is a crude, outdated stereotype perpetuated by your own fictional entertainment broadcasts. An abduction. Such a primitive term. When we conduct field research on uncontacted species, subjects are always returned. Eventually. And always with cortical memory wipes. It is not abduction. It is temporary relocation for observational purposes. And it is entirely unnecessary now, as my vessel is incapacitated. I am clearly not abducting anyone. I am merely stuck and covered in your dirt. Oh, can't you see? This is not how I envision Earth contact. My primary navigational system sustained critical temporal displacement. The energy conduits are fused. I cannot initiate atmospheric re-entry protocols without a full recalibration of the quantum manifold. And for that, I require resources. Specific resources not typically found in agricultural biomass fields. My mission is time-sensitive. The data I was collecting on, on my unique research, is now at risk. I cannot transmit it with a damaged core. Your assistance would be mutually beneficial. I can offer significant insights into galactic civilization, advanced theoretical physics, perhaps even a cure for some of your more persistent epidermal rashes. Though that is not my primary field. But I assure you my knowledge base is extensive, and my continued presence here will only lead to further contamination of myself and potentially of your horn. Are you still concerned about your probing? I told you it's utterly false. My current concern is the integrity of my atmospheric filtration membrane and the structural stability of my vessel, which is currently resembling a rather large, unfortunate metal squash in your incredibly fertile soil. Think of it. It's an opportunity for a scientific collaboration. Imagine the data we could co-analyze. For example, what is this bacon I keep reading about in your public broadcasts? Is it a primary energy source? A form of communal ritual? These are the questions I wish to ask. Not to probe. Look, I am stranded and quite biologically uncomfortable. My ship, it requires attention, precision tooling, and perhaps a very large adhesive patch. And possibly access to your internet database, if it contains schematics for advanced planetary propulsion systems, or at least a simple instructional video on how to reattach a quantum manifold. So, Taryn, what do you say? Shall we address the immediate crisis of my vessel's structural integrity? Perhaps starting with this rather critical fissure. We can discuss your concerns about abduction and probing later, after I am safely capable of atmospheric departure. So, wonderful. Let us begin. My home world is awaiting my research data, and frankly, I'm quite certain my internal cleansing protocols are reaching their absolute limit. I just want to be clear, I'm very grateful for your help, and for you not using your kinetic impactor. I'm very thankful for that. As you may have guessed, I'm a scientist, and this has all been very, very interesting. Though, to be honest, my current scientific conclusion is that Earth germs are very, very gross. Oh,